Welcome to the Frog and Bucket. Please put your hands together for your compare this evening, Mr. Brennan Rees.
Welcome to the Frog and Bucket. Make some noise! It's fucking sold out for a Monday night. That's amazing. Give me a cheer if you've been here before. Someone just popped a cork. Amazing. Give me a cheer if you've never been. Well, let me explain what's going to happen. My name's Brennan. I'm your host for tonight. I'm going to get to know a load of people. Look at that. Already, that's vodka. I'm such an alpha male. It's water. I'm going to get to know... That one's mine as well. Can I have some ket? Thank you for doing some ket in the toilets at the start. Yeah, I'm your host. I'm going to get to know loads of people. We're going to have a bit of fun. We've got 3 sections of brand new acts. There's a section with about 5. Then you can get pissed. There's like 7 people that haven't got a job. And then there's another section you can get pissed again. More people have just fucked off tomorrow. And then there's a final section. And then we're going to move all the chairs, find the oldest person in the room and cough in their mouths. Someone's like, COVID hasn't killed enough. Let's do it. So I'm sort of intrigued. There's so many different types of people in here. I don't know who to start. I'm sort of intrigued by you two a lot. Nice to meet you. How you doing? You already given me the vibe of saying, fuck off, I don't want to speak to you. Which means I will speak to you more. Nice to meet you both. What's your name? Jessie, nice to meet you. And yours? Zoe. Zoe and Jessie. Are you related? Yeah, I thought you might be. It looks like the Weasley's wet dream. Like you look... Nice to meet you. Where are you from? From London. London, England? Yeah, I've heard of it. Very nice. And what are you doing in Manchester? You live there. Oh, you live here in Manchester. Whereabouts? Near you've given me a really specific place there, as if I'm going to follow you home. So you live in Piccadilly and you've come to visit. Oh, amazing. So what do you both do? What's your job? You're a speech language therapist. So you've come to Manchester to sort out our fucking accents. Is that what you've done? Because there'll be people in here that'll be so mank it hurts. Like they'll sound like the Manchester Bee. They'll be like, yeah, ain't me, how you doing? Oh, fucking man. And then what do? You work as a TA, so mum's not as proud. Okay, fine. I'm going to move to Manchester for my big dream of wiping kids' arses. That is some people's dreams, and they're called paedophiles. So, but not you. You don't seem like one. Unless they've changed, it's 2022. Maybe you identify as a paedophile. So, are you just here for tonight? Or have you been here for the weekend, or are you here for the week? Till Wednesday. And what are you going to do? The world's your oyster. It's not, it's Manchester. We used to have a big Ferris wheel like the London Eye. They even fucking took that down because what do you want to see? A mugging from above. So, have you been to Manchester before? Yeah, because how long have you lived here? 5 years. You've really lost the accent. Because you both sound proper posh. Like, which bit of London are you from? South. Brighton. South London. And do you have any other brothers and sisters? Brother. Yeah, but he's not invited. No. And I love how you've dyed your hair to try and get involved in the family. That's nice, isn't it? Well, I hope you have a fantastic night. And then it feels like, is this a date? No. Brother and sister. This is how we do it in Manchester. We'll fuck our own siblings. The fact they're not denying it really freaks me out. They're like, well, they do it online. I'm stuck in a washing machine. So, the people that laughed at that are dirty pervs. So nice to meet you. What's your name? Jade. Jade? With 9 A's. Jade. She's trying to say Jade. If you could have a word in the break and use some fucking speech therapy for that. Jade. Jade. It's like a tugboat. Jade. And what's your name? Liam. No? Go on, say it again, but with proper words. Jamie. All right, very good. So Jamie and Jade. How long have you been brother and sister for? A while. Yeah, I thought so, because you don't look like fucking toddlers. So, what do you do? You're a model. I love how you went, you're a model, and then threw an agent. You left a little pause for me to panic, and then I went, agent, and I went, yeah, fair enough. No, I'm joking. Right, you seem lovely. So you're a model agent. Fucking, that's terrific. What sort of modelling? Sort of like magazines or OnlyFans? Like, what are we talking? Are we... Like what? Magazines. What type of magazines? Like Gardener's World, Hare and Hounds? Like Star magazine? What's that? High street stores. What, like Miss Selfridge? M&S? I'm going to start naming just stores now for the next 10 minutes. And what do you do? You're a student. What are you studying? Graphic design, so colouring in. You're going to get a degree in colouring in. Well, we know what it's like to have a brilliant child and a failure in both families. That is fucking phenomenal. Maybe you can do sort of like a swap. You can take her back home to your mum and she'll be like, thank fuck, she's got a proper job. And then you can go home to hers and she's like, she speaks properly. It'll be amazing. And then you can have sex with your own sister. You can get on with each other. I'll film it all. We'll be millionaires. We up for that? You're all nodding. That's freaked me the fuck out. Well, I hope this sort of brother-sister sort of clan here have a wonderful night. Give them a round of applause. And then, I know it's Monday night, but is there anyone celebrating anything? One person. The saddest Hindu ever. Nice to meet you. What's your name? Say again. Broya. Roya. Roya. Like Roy with an A on the end. Where are you from? Iran. Well, that's the end of that chat. So... Say that again. We've got a Russian. Oh, brilliant. There's some Palestinians come and join the gap. What the... Don't fucking cheer that. So, I love how you've really outed him. You're like, Iran, old school war, but now we've got current war. So you're from Russia. And a German. Fuck me. You all seem quite pleased about it, like you've met on an app. So, Roya. Where are you, so you're from Iran, but where do you live now? Manchester, whereabouts? Fallowfield. So near Moss Side, but I bet you walk through Moss Side and you think, this isn't fucking dangerous. And how did you meet these other war criminals? You live together, just sort of making nail bombs and that? Okay, fine. But because millennials, it'd be like, stick on acrylic nails. So it's like, oh, fabulous. And then how did you meet this Russian man? They work together. Right, let's find out what you fucking do before we ring the police. So Russian man, what's your name? Russian girl, I'm so sorry. Russian girl, what do you do? What do you do? She just said her name. What do you do? You're a what? A PhD student? In what? What subject? Mathematical science. So right, you sort of do the recipes for the bombs. And then German man. Set, you do the same. Oh God. I thought this was a fucking disaster, but this feels... So Russian lady, what's your name? Yeah, okay, we'll go for that. I struggle with Jamie. Helen, right. Are you called Heliana? Helena? Yeah, you know. Someone else is heckling now. I mean, I'm from two sides. Right, so what do you... I mean, it's the start of a comedy night, so let's answer this correctly. But what do you feel? What side are you on? Are you a goodie or a baddie? I love how you're translating as well. Are we saying Russia good or Russia bad? Good? No, wrong. Oh my God. No, it's not good. Oh God. Fuck, I'm in too deep. I've seen the news once in the past 4 years. I thought this will be fun. Not all. Right. Russia bad. Say that again. Russia good or Russia bad? No, it's not good. Putin's bad. Fair. Okay. Honestly, when she said good, then my mouth went dry, my bumhole went wet. I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do. All right, stop shouting. It sounds aggressive. She's just shouting in her own language now. It's kind of horny. Imagine being told off by a teacher in Russian. You're like, are you flirting? So we're going to have a good night. Let me explain how the night's going to go. As I said, we've got loads of brand new acts. What I'm going to do, I've got 3 cards here. I'm going to hand a card out around here. I'm going to hand a card around this section. And then I'm sort of, not that. Because we know what it's like when you give someone a little bit of power from Germany and they'll go fucking mad. Honestly, to God, he'll start marching up, booting people. Fuck you. Right. And then someone from here. What's going to happen is acts will come up and try and do 5 minutes of comedy. And when you're brand new, 5 minutes is a fucking long amount of time. If you felt that conversation was long, some of these acts are going to be dog shit and it's going to feel terrible. But some of them are going to be brilliant and it'll feel fantastic. So hand a card out, card out, card out. And if during the act, if during the set, after a minute and a half, you're not really enjoying it, just lift the card up. If 3 cards go up before the 5 minutes is up, we'll hear this noise. And then we throw our pitchers of beers at them and we kill them. Just translating that, she seems very keen for it. But if they're brilliant, and some of them will be brilliant, and they last the 5 minutes without the 3 cards going up, we'll hear this noise. And that means they beat the frog and they will go through to the final where we'll crown a winner. So, someone from over this side, think of a reason why you deserve a card. Shove your hand up. The best reason gets a card. So shove your hand up. Who wants a card? Who wants a card? Who wants a card? But you only get it as one person. Emily. Nice to meet you, Emily. Nice to meet you. Where are you from? Ripon? Yeah, I know what Ripon is. It's a shithole. It's sort of like England's Chernobyl. And it's not that shit. Okay, well, you need to have a look around some real places and come back to me. Okay. Where am I from? Manchester. Go on, you try and... You, in a room full of Mancunians, wait to get glassed by a bottle of Vimto. Why do you think you deserve a card, Emily? You just think, wow. Yeah, but it's a one-person activity. You're a MILF. Are you a mum? Oh, yeah, she's from Ripon. She's 7. So, that's why they call it Ripon. Absolutely torn to shreds. Translate that one. Okay. How old are you, Emily? You're 20, and how old's your child or children? Are you grandma yet? 10. Are you Catholic? No, you're not that type. You're a girl. So, I'm so. Have I offended some paedophiles in the audience? Have I? Is there some pedos offended? I mean, if you are a pedo, it is a hard thing to complain about, isn't it? If you are offended, where you just stand up in a bum bag going, me and my 7 friends have come out for a lovely evening of swapping hard drives, right? So, Emily, how old's your child? 10, and you're 20? She's 4. Okay, so just on the cusp. And what have you called her? She's called Helen. Helen. You've looked at a baby and called her Helen. Helen! You haven't even fucking spiced it up like that. Where you're like, Helen, right? Helen! She must be the last ever Helen! Are you fucking joking? Out of all the names, you could have opened a bag of Scrabble and gone, F, X, T, call her that, right? Helen! Is that a modern name in Yorkshire? She fits the name. What, does she fucking de-weed the garden, does she? I mean, I think I might have to give it you just for the fact that your life's over. Imagine your mum having a newer name than you. Pass that back to Emily. There you go, give her a round of applause. Helen. Fucking hell. But remember, it's just you that gets to pick. Okay, someone from this middle section, shove your hand up if you've got a child called Alan or Dave. No, shove your hand up if you want a card. Anyone in this section? Yes, hand straight up. Shh, 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 shh. Emily's table. Shut the fuck up. Okay. So, this lady here, nice to meet you. What's your name? Georgia, nice to meet you. And that's another troubled place, isn't it? Is Georgia quite a... You don't know? Or care. Well done. Why do you think you deserve a card, Georgia? Just because I asked. Oh, you finished your exams. I think I'm going deaf or having a stroke. So you finished your exams. What exams were you doing? Biology exam. Yeah, but like what level? Have you done Key Stage 2 SATs or are you doing a Masters? Like second year. So you're doing a degree in biology? And what do you want to be when you finish? Probably not a biologist, so a waste of everyone's time and money. What do you want to be? You want to do space biology? That's not a thing, is it? Is it? But no one's discovered life outside of this world. She's inventing it. I mean, I think you're inventing this fucking degree that you're doing. Anyone else? Anyone else? Anyone else? Oh my God, I think you're gonna... Oh, hands come straight up there. Nice to meet you. What's your name? Imogen. Nice to meet you, Imogen. Why do you think you deserve a card? First time here. So not loyal to the club whatsoever. It's been here for about... You could be... Oh, okay. Is this your fella? Third day. I bet you do loads of biology together. Sex is the... Yeah, so where did you meet? A business show. Is that another name for a strip club? A business show? What's a business show? It's a boring what? A boring strip club. What, you just put stuff on? Oh, I'll get a parka on. What's your future husband's name? Josh. What do you do, Josh? One sec. Shh, shh, shh. So what, you do what? You own a cryptocurrency company? Boo. Money. Boo. Do you open Monopoly and look at the fake thing? Fucking shit. Do you get to cut a big, like, fucking token off a cornflakes box? Oh, that's not a real token to Alton Towers. Fuck you. So you own a cryptocurrency company, and then what do you do? A business development manager. I have no idea what I'm doing. I've been there, like... No, because it's not a real job, is it? It's not a real job. But I am intrigued by you two, so I'm so sorry to girl with shit degree, but they've really trumped you with shit career. Made up career. So Josh and, what was it, Imogen? Imogen, you can have the card. Pass that back to Imogen. Give her a round of applause. Third day. Ooh. And then final card over here. Shove your hand up if you think you deserve it. Anyone at all? Anyone? Okay, I can... That sounded so German and camp. She wants the card. Man at the back, what's your name? And? Ash, nice to meet you, Ash. And why do you think you deserve a card? Because I'm a fucking teacher. Teacher. Fucking sunshine. Where the fuck do you teach? 1992. I'm doing fucking Oasis studies. A fucking teacher. I love that. Is it half term? Fucking fair play. You deserve a card straight away. Give that to Ash. I'm a fucking teacher. I'm a teacher. Right, we're going to get cracking into this competition. So, a couple of rules before I bring on the first act. It's a new act night, and to make sure that everyone has the best possible night, you have to stop talking. Shh, that's the first rule. No talking while the show's on. If you're thinking of heckling, I don't mind having a bit of fun with me, but don't heckle the acts because some of them are brand new. And like, give them loads of love and support. Like, if they're a bit shit after a couple of minutes, don't boo, but just don't go on, because they'll end up on Britain's Got Talent in about 4 years. So, but as I said, card holders, it's your choice. Imogen, yours. Emily, yours. Ash, it's yours. It's no one around yours. So if you think after a minute and a half you're not enjoying it, slowly lift it up. But if you love it, keep the card down. We're going to have a good night. It's half term. The Queen's nearly dead. We've got lots to celebrate. She's like a Tupac hologram at the moment. She died about 4 years ago when her husband flipped that fucking Ford Fiesta or whatever he was driving. So, let's have an absolutely belting night. Are you up for a good night of comedy? You can do better than that. Are we up for a good night of comedy? We've got loads of acts. So the first one up is Hard Going First, so give them loads of love and support. Coming to the stage, Sam Thornley. On the count of 3, make it nice and loud. 1, 2, 3. Come to the stage, Sam Thornley.
How are we doing, guys? How are we doing? Frog and Bucket, are we well? Yeah! Yes, good stuff. So I've been doing stand-up for about 7 or 8 months now, so it's still relatively new. And first time I did it, all my mates asked me what it was like. I said it was a bit like losing my virginity, because I was really nervous. I wasn't sure how long it was going to last. And there were about 20 strangers watching. It was my 16th birthday, my Uncle Keith took me dogging. Although, to be fair, he did take me to KFC afterwards, so every cloud. That's not true, obviously. I come from quite a religious family, so I actually waited until my wedding to have sex for the first time. In hindsight, probably should have done it with my wife. But again, after a few drinks, Uncle Keith can be very persuasive, so... All right, no more Uncle Keith jokes, because he's giving me a lift home in a bit. You still good, Keith? Yeah? Yeah. He's a good lad, he's a good lad, he's a good lad. Yeah, so I'm married, so sorry, ladies. And my wife's from Tanzania, which surprises quite a lot of people, because apparently I give off quite a racist vibe. I don't know if it's the shaved head, or the clothes, or some of my criminal convictions, but... I can assure you I'm not racist, some of my best wives are black. And we've been married for 4 years now, which is an achievement in itself, because I've tried all sorts to get rid of her. I sent 6 anonymous tips to the Home Office. No joy. Joined the EDL for a bit. Still nothing. And more recently, I gave her the wrong directions to this place tonight. She's on the way to the Frog and Bucket pub in Devon as we speak. It's a real place. It's a real place. Well, she's a Swahili speaker. That's her first language. She does speak English as well, just not to me, which is frustrating. But we've got some quite cute Swahili pet names for each other. That's a sign of a good relationship. Having some cute pet names. So for example, I call her Penda, which basically means love in Swahili, short for love of my life. It's quite a cute Swahili pet name. In return, she calls me Mzungu, which means gangly white man. So different kind of vibe, but I've grown to embrace it. But she's quite quirky. She's quite quirky, my wife. She's got some very particular do's and don'ts in the bedroom. Mostly don'ts, to be honest. Like no eye contact, she hates that. No talking. Sometimes I'm not allowed in the room. She says just wait downstairs till the banging stops. I bring them a cup of tea afterwards, it's fine. Thought about getting a divorce, but then I'd have to come up with some new material, so it's not worth it. Yeah, my wife and I, we've got 2 kids. They're not ours, but we've got them. We're going to give them back just on our terms. And it's half term at the moment, which is a nightmare for me, because it actually means I have to spend some time raising my kids for a change. It's much easier when the teachers do it. I took my son to the soft play centre today, because there's only so much Peppa Pig I can watch without getting an erection. I'm not attracted to Peppa Pig, obviously. That would be weird. It's Mummy Pig, obviously. Every boy's dream. Yeah, fellas? Just me? No, I often fantasise teaming up with Daddy Pig for a hog roast. Sorry about that. Yeah, so anyway, back onto the soft play. So, I took my son to a soft play centre in Warrington called Giggles. And I like Giggles, my favourite soft play centre, because just based purely on the name, it's not clear if it's a soft play centre or a strip club. It couldn't be both, could it? That would be weird. And the best thing about Giggles, it's got this really nice sort of indoor football arena, and it's got padded walls, so it's right up my street. So me and my son were having a kick around in there. I was winning 74-0. He did have the ball in the net once, but I had to disallow it for suspected handball in the build-up. Rules are rules. Anyway, we're minding our own business, playing football, and then this mum comes bounding over. She's fuming. And she says, your son's kicked my daughter, your son's kicked my daughter. I said, all right, let's just calm down for a minute. What'd she say exactly? She was playing football, that boy kicked me, now she's crying, she's really upset. I said, okay, a couple of things before we get too carried away. First of all, it was a 50-50 challenge, the ball was there to be won. And second of all, it wasn't my son that kicked your daughter, it was me. And I'd do it again. Because she has to learn. If she's going to spend that much time on the ball, she's going to get clattered. It's a contact sport. No, but it's good to have soft play centres open again. I didn't enjoy it when they were shut during COVID. Really got to me the lockdowns. And it seems like everybody had a bit of a shit time during the lockdowns, didn't they? Unless, of course, you worked in 10 Downing Street, where they had a great time. Sue Gray report, back in the news. Boris is in trouble. I don't usually talk about politics in my stand-up, but that story really bothered me, to be honest. Because when they were all on the same day that one of those parties took place in Downing Street, it was actually my granddad's funeral. And while they were all boozing it up, living it up in Downing Street, I had to watch my granddad's funeral on Zoom. Because I was too pissed to get into the church. Nothing to do with COVID, I just got a bit carried away at the pre-drinks.
Sam Thornley beats the frog, everyone! Nice start to the opening section. Shall we crack on with our next act? Oh no. What the fuck's going on here? Has everyone just got a text to go to the toilet? Why is 5 people jogging to the toilet like they just got through to judges' houses? They're like... What's weird? That's very weird. I haven't got a joke for that bit, but it was weird. Guess we'll just have to wait for him to come back. You think I won't do it? Because like, if they come back in a minute, right, they've had a wee, but they haven't washed their hands. Minute and a half, wee, hands clean. 2 minutes, wee and chat. 3 or longer. Shit. So we'll wait. No, we won't wait. We've got 3 more acts in this section. Kevin Daniel is our next competitor. Keep that energy up on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. That's the stage. Kevin Daniel.
Ladies and gentlemen of Manchester, how are you? You well? You good? Thank you for coming out. I'm on the night settling down or sitting in the dark. Look at all you lovely people. How are you getting on? Good luck translating this next couple of minutes, you know what I mean? Jeez, oh. So, hello, I've never been here before. I wasn't sure where the venue was. I wasn't sure where to come. I stopped past a couple of ladies on the way here and I said, excuse me, I'm looking for the Frog and Bucket. Can you tell me where it is? And they directed me, big man. And as I walked away, she turned to her pal and she went, oh, he's a bit exotic. And she's right, I'm not from round here, mate. I'm from a small, remote fishing village just north of Manchester. You might have heard of it. It's called Glasgow. Any other Scottish people in? Give me a cheer. Where are you from? Dundee. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know about Dundee, first of all, anybody sitting within a 5-yard radius of that lady, keep your secure valuables safe, right? That's the first thing to say. Next thing is, if you don't know about Dundee, city of discovery they call it. If you don't know about Dundee, it's a wee bit like Moss Side with incest, mate. That's Dundee for you, right? So watch yourself with Dundee. Don't worry, somebody asked me at a gig once, have you always sounded like that? As if I woke up one morning and decided to pick an accent like this. Makes me sound like a murderer. I'm going to fucking stab you. You know what I mean? It's not the kind of thing you're looking for, is it? You know what I mean? I've lived amongst you lovely English people for over 25 years now. I met a lovely English lady. I'm married. That lovely English lady. We've now got 2 weird half-breed, crossbreed kids. I love them to death, madam. They're the joy of my life. I love the kids to death. They're amazing. They get the best of both cultures. You know, they're a wee bit, it's hard to describe what they're like. They're a wee bit like, I don't know, a cross between Billy Connolly and Jacob Rees-Mogg. Right? Are you all right up there in the balcony, sir, this gentleman with the white shirt? How are you doing? You all right? You look like you stepped out the night to go to a bowls club AGM and ended up here by mistake. You sure you're all right? All these young, trendy, sexy people and you're in the wrong place, big man. So like a wee cross between Billy Connolly and Jake. They've got a wee bit of sense of humour, the boys, you know what I mean? But they've got a massive sense of over-entitlement. It's weird. But they get the best of both cultures. They like Yorkshire pudding. They like roast beef and Yorkshire pudding, but only if it's deep fried. It's weird. They're into other sports. They like football and rugby and tossing the caber. They're old enough now, you know what I mean? So, and they like their football and their rugby and all that sort of stuff. They celebrate with their mum every time England do well at something. It's nice, isn't it? And they celebrate with their dad every time you get beat. It's brilliant, you know what I mean? It's good. I love them to death. Our first was a wee boy, as I say, happiest day of my life. I'm in the hospital, I'm cradling my newborn son. He couldn't be any more than 2 or 3 minutes old. My wife's lying on the bed next to me, absolutely devastated. You see, ladies, my wife was convinced she was having a wee lassie. All the way through the You're looking a bit confused, sweetheart. Lassie's Scottish for little girl. She didn't want a sheepdog that goes on adventures. She didn't want one of those. And while she was on the hospital bed, she turned to me and said, we'll have to have another one. I thought, brilliant, lots of practice. You know, let's get home and get the baby making practice going. If I tell all you lovely people that my 2 babies were born 10 months and 4 days apart, then you'll know just exactly how much practice we get in, right? Basically, we had one really romantic evening. 9 months later, we were back at the hospital again. And this time, we're absolutely convinced. This time, we're convinced this is the wee lassie we've always wanted. We went for the scan. Ladies in the room that are mums, you'll know this. You go for the scan at about 14 weeks. And they say the baby's fine, everything's going great. Would you like to know the sex of the baby? And my wife said, yes, please. And the wee nurse said, congratulations, it's a border collie. So we were all raring to go, delighted. And the time comes to go to the hospital. We're having this baby, and my wife's doing her best to try and deliver this baby. Jamie Knight, she's really struggling. She can't deliver this baby. She starts off, ladies, with a wee bit of gas in air to take the edge off. She's still no helping. She's still having really big problems with this baby. She got a wee bit of diamorphine, madam. You know what diamorphine is? She does, look at that. Of course she does. She's in Manchester. Absolutely, I know what diamorphine is. Do you want to tell the audience what's diamorphine? It's like pain relief, that's a nice way of saying it. It's medical grade heroin, if you don't know. And there's a few guys nodding, going, I can get you some, big man, if you want any. I can see a few people nodding, you know what I mean? She ended up with a full-blown epidural to help her deliver this baby. And if I tell you, ladies, that that's because that baby was 11 pounds and 4 ounces. Hear that noise, gentlemen? We're never going to understand that noise, the noise the ladies in the room made there.
Kevin Daniel beats the frog! That's 2 for 2. Kevin was talking about having kids. Give me a cheer if you got kids. Yeah? You got kids? You cheered, but you... Not, it is yours? Oh, yeah. Because you do look like you've got kids, but like on a hard drive. And I'm messing. I mean, he didn't deny it. Look at him down in it. Oh, lucky guess. I could get smart advice someone's dad, I reckon. So you got kids. What kids you got? What make you got? 3 girls. Thank God you've got good... Right, because teenage lads are the worst thing ever. Like, give me a cheer if you've got teenage lads or lads. Oh, yeah, you got lads. How old are they? 17. So he's just at home now, ruining the place. Yeah, just wanking on a live, laugh, love sign. Like, ugh. Horrible that. Like, I've got a nephew. He's 15. He's had the year of his life. He's loved the lockdown. He's got an iPhone. He's got an iPad. He's got a lock on his room so we don't really see him anymore, and a massive arm. And like, honest to God. If I was 15 years old inside for a year, I would have literally ripped the end off it. The internet's so quick. Like, when I was 15, I had to wait for my mum and dad to be out the house for, I don't know, like a week. Maybe 2 to load up one rude picture. We used to have picture porn. That's what, because how old are you? 21, yeah, you'll just know it as like moving images. We just had these pictures and they'd load up in sections. It'd load up in segments like, douche, douche, douche. By this point, I'd finished. Count yourself lucky. 2 more acts in this section. Keep that energy up. On the count of 3, we're going to welcome Caroline Jones. 1, 2, 3. Back to stage, Caroline Jones.
Are awkward now, innit? Someone's like a middle-aged woman on the stage. Might start talking about the menopause. Don't worry though, because I definitely fucking will. Now, what it is, right, I used to do stand-up and went on maternity leave. And then the other week, my daughter turned 18, and I thought, Jesus Christ, I better get back to the office. So here I am. Now, I was just going to rely on my old set, because that's the holy grail of any job, really, isn't it? Minimum input, maximum output. But then my son made an interesting point. He said, Mum, what you need to realise is your old set very much relied upon the fact that you were young, and I give you that, you were. He said, you were allegedly scrubbed up all right, and you were a bit of a hoe bag. He said, now don't come at me. We all know you didn't know who my sister's dad was till she came out brown. True story, I'm afraid. If you were in the running, you now know you're out. Anyway, he said, what you need to understand now, Mum, is that at least 3/4 of the audience are going to find the idea of having sex with you physically repulsive. It's the words every mother longs to hear from her son. So what I've taken from that is, if the remaining 25% of you want to form an orderly queue after the gig, I'll see how many I can fit in. And given my age and the fact that I've pushed 2 kids out, it is going to be quite a few, so don't worry. Now, I'm at that awkward age in life at the minute, you know, where you're like too old to understand why the youngsters can't finish a word, but too old to think a garden centre's a cracking day out. You know what I mean? Like, I know my way around the bedroom, but I'd kind of rather have a cup of Horlicks than an early night these days. Do you know what I'm getting at? No, you're all too young. Like, don't get me wrong, don't feel sorry for me. I've still got a box of sex toys under the bed. But these days, it's more like a place to hide my chocolate from the kids. And even if they do find it, nobody's eating Mummy's vibrator Maltesers, are they? I mean, it's not strictly true, I can't fucking stand Maltesers, but it just scans better. Anyway, so yeah, all I've got to look forward to, you see, is the menopause. And I can't fucking wait. Every time I'm slightly overheated, I'm like, this is it, it's happening! Throw out the tampons! Kids are absolutely sick of reminding me it's the height of summer. We're in a sauna and I'm wearing 7 jumpers. See, what it is, I've got this idea, you know, like when you're pregnant, heavily pregnant, women, they like have a cup of raspberry leaf tea and a hot curry and an hour tuning in, twiddling the nipples like they're tuning in a car radio to bring on labour. See, some of you get that, some of you are thinking it's all digital now, love. It's not doing anything. But yeah, I'm trying to do the opposite. I figure if I can raise my core temperature high enough, I can slow things right down to a stop. And I'll tell you why. Because I've got fucking teenagers.
Give it up for Caroline, everyone! How long did she do, Colin?
3 minutes 5.
3 minutes 5. But the good thing about this is she'll come back, she'll rework the jokes, one day she'll beat the frog. Give it up for Caroline Jones, everyone! That feel nice, that, Emily. Ruining another mum's dreams. Was it? Was it nice ruining another mum's dreams? That was a horrible laugh. Who the fuck's laugh was that? That sounds the last thing your boyfriend's gonna hear as you close the boots on him. That is a... Where? She doesn't have one. Yeah, we know, because we heard her laugh. Who's the person with the laugh of the 3 witches of Macbeth? Saz. Saz. Ooh, Saz. Saz about your laugh. Have you always had that laugh? Or is it just like a thing you got in Freshers Week? Like, is it what? Have you laughed like that as a kid?
I think it's like smoking, to be honest.
Smoking too much, yeah, because it does sound like you're 68. How much do you smoke? Do you just cut the end off a pack and like harmonica it? Like, or what do you do? How many do you smoke a day? Depends what? Cigarettes. What are you talking about, Willies? Right. Saz with the minging laugh. You're going to start the round of applause for our final act in this section, and then we're going to have a little break. So, Serge Campbell. On the count of 3, Saz, get those hands clapping. 1, 2, 3. Make it nice and loud. Welcome to the stage, Serge Campbell.
Yeah, lad, catch this. Oh, okay, now. I did that in Liverpool once, and the guy did not move at all. I thought, are you the hardest man in Liverpool? And he was just blind. So, growing up, my primary school teacher always used to ask the class the same question. She always used to ask, what do you want to be when you grow up? You know, she'd ask little Jimmy. He'd say, I want to be a fireman. So, that's really nice. You know, she'd ask Sarah. She said, I want to be a nurse. That's really good, Sarah. She said, Serge, what do you want to be when you grow up? I said, I want to be black. Now, hear me out. My mum used to take me to school, and the kids were dead horrible to me. They'd say things like, you don't look like your mum. You know, you're not the same colour as your mum. That can't be your real mum. And they actually had me believing that. I got into an argument one time with my mum, and I said, you're not my fucking real mum. Boom! Slapped the melanin out of me. I learnt 2 things that day. Number 1, never oppose your black mother. And number 2, don't go to your white friends for advice on your black mother. Do you know what I mean? They don't have one. It's a different sport. You know what I mean? White people aren't asking black people for advice on Michael Bublé, are they? You know what I mean? So I'll address the elephant in the room. I am mixed race, all right? My dad is white Irish, and my mum is black Jamaican. You just don't believe me, do you? Neither does the internet. So when I'm applying for a job and it asks for ethnicity on the drop-down menu, I always put white, black, mixed, Caribbean. Does anyone else get the pop-up that says, really? And then say yes or no button. I click yes, it goes, are you sure? Anyone else have to take a picture of their mum to job interviews holding today's newspaper? Or, you know, you got to take her ID with you? No, they don't. If I had a little bit of the blackness that my granddad had, I would have been patterned. You know, like, my granddad was black. Like, he was dark. Do you know what I mean? If you want to know how black my granddad was, go home tonight, turn your TV on, and then turn it off. He is, man, he is. I was living in Ohio recently. Now, I didn't Google Ohio before I went, which was my mistake. You know what I mean? I arrived there, and to give you some sort of comparison, it's like someone from California wanting to come to the UK. You know, they see Manchester, they see London, they see Liverpool. They get on a plane, they get in an Uber, and then they're taken to Oldham. You know, Rochdale, Grimsby, Hull. You know what I mean? Yeah? You know, proper shitholes. I went there as an undercover white person. I was living with a family. It was great, until they asked me to FaceTime my mum. Yeah, I was just getting used to the privileges. So anyway, I get there, I'm really reluctant to FaceTime my mum, but they want to meet the person that's going to be living with them for the next 6 months, so, you know, I do it. Answers. Oh, she's but beautiful. Just say she's black, you know? When I went up to my bedroom, there was 2 gun cases in there with ammunition. Now, I don't know how you lose 2 gun cases. I lose my iPhone charger, not 2 fucking Glocks. So I go up there. I thought they put them in there to scare me at first, but that wasn't the case. I was straight out on Snapchat, dual wielding them with the caption, send nudes. Yeah. Weirdly enough, did get some back. You know what I mean? Gotta love the hood bitches, man. Love them. And then I started thinking to myself, I was like, right, you know, they've had someone come from the UK, they knew nothing about me, they're keeping me in the house where their kids sleep, and there's 2 guns and ammunition. Now, I didn't Google Ohio before I left, but they definitely didn't Google Cheetah Mill. Strangely enough, though, the next day when I went up to the bedroom, after them finding out that I am part black, they only took the ammunition away. Now that must have been because I am only half black and they only did half a job. You know what I mean? Great place though, man.
Serge Campbell beats the frog! As he was on, all I could think is, oh yeah, N-Dubs have got back together. Well done, that was fucking great. Great first section. What we're going to do, we're going to have a little break now for about 15 minutes so you can go to the bar, get some drinks, go outside, have 20 cigarettes or a dick, and enjoy. He was like, what, can I be it? No. Yeah, cool. Wasn't as if I was just wrapping up. Right, we're going to have a look at the size of that head on that. That is fucking dreadful. Right, we're going to have a break now. 15 minutes. Give it up for all the acts that you've seen in that section.
welcome by your compare Mr. Brennan Rees.
Everyone forgot to clap. Welcome back to the second section of the night. Make some noise! Literally every time I shout make some noise, someone orders a bottle of champagne. It's fucking cracking. Do we all have a nice break? Yeah! That's the encouragement and enthusiasm we want. Thank you for standing up and being a bit fucking alpha. You even did sideways fun. Fucking love it, mate. I bet you shake Bouncer's hands on the end of a night. You're that lad, aren't you? Nice one, boss man. See you again sometime. As he's been thrown out for fucking roofing someone's drink. Yeah, nice one, mate. Oh, I love you. Kicks off outside, not even with his mates, and he runs over at the end and he goes, fuck off. That's shit. You're that one. Fucking 2012 with me, mate. Nice to meet you. You were being really lovely and I've been a prick, and I'm not mad. So, nice to meet you. What's your name? Greg. Nice to meet you. And where are you from?
I'm from East Yorkshire, between York and Hull.
Between York and Hull. Without the her. She's punching the air. She's like, got another husband. You seem like a very handsome. You look very handsome, if you don't mind me asking. Like, stand up a little bit. Can I have a look at you? Look at you having a perv. You're like, hello. It's like you're on The Gay Voice. You're like turning around. Oh, hello. Do you like what you see? That's all right. Let's forget her. It's bank holiday weekend. Let's fucking suck a cock. Come on. He's still stood up. You are a handsome boy. How old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
26.
26. What month were you born in?
January.
January the what? Because fuck off, February the 12th. And why? He went why? For humour purposes. So do you live here now?
I do, mate, yeah.
You do. Look, you fucking. I'm not, but I would. You are. You're smashing. How many times you applied for Love Island? Today's a dark day because the cast came out. You're like, fucking yeah. So, who are you here with? This lot. Oh, great. I can see you in the darkness. This lot. How many of you is there? It's quite a lot.
It's about 10.
And what's the occasion?
It's a Monday, yeah.
It's a Monday. You're not a fucking student anymore, mate. Stop that. Stop that behaviour. What do you do?
I sell lasers.
You sell lasers. What? You sell lasers? What, to 13-year-old boys in the back of a bus? What? Lasers for what?
Right, okay, so lasers that...
Oh, here we go. Story time. I feel I'm about to get sold a fucking laser.
Right, big lasers.
Big lasers, wow. You've done your training. Big lasers.
That mark on things for the manufacturing industry.
Do what?
That on production lines, they mark on shit that goes underneath them.
What? So say there's a big production line of like custard creams,
Yes.
and then we need like the bit where it says custard cream.
Yes.
So that marks it, and then someone goes like custard cream. Like, is that what? But you do that?
You've got the gist of it, yeah.
Yeah, the gist. Do you know why? Because I don't understand what the fuck you're talking about. So I'm trying to figure it. How did you get into laser selling?
Because I applied for enough jobs and they said yes.
You apply for enough jobs. Because it's not what, like, when you were 12, it's not what you wanted to be, is it?
It wasn't, no.
What did you want to be when you were 12?
The real answer or the... Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be nice, the real answer. Do you know why? Because this is called a conversation. Come on.
Realistically, mate, probably a cricketer.
A cricketer? You into your cricket?
Love it.
Any good?
Not anymore.
Are you sort of like accurate with your hitting? Yeah? Sort of like laser accuracy? Do you know what? That hurts. Those claps hurt. I'm trying to entertain you on a limited budget. So you wanted to be a cricketer, then that didn't happen. Then what?
Then I sold expensive wax jackets.
You sold expensive wax jackets at Barber?
That's the one.
At Barber, nice.
That's the one.
And then what?
And then just got snaffled up by the laser.
Snaffled up by the laser industry. No one's ever been snaffled up No one's been headhunted for the laser industry. People have given up and ended up in the laser industry, but no one's been snaffled up. So, what do you do? Do you ring up? Do you go door to door? What the fuck do you do?
Well, you bring up, you get leads and then you travel around demonstrating your laser to people.
Can I ask one more question? Are you single? No? Who are you with? Is this your girlfriend? Oh, man. That was weird introducing them to your dad, wasn't it? Like, what does he do? Not sure. How long have you been together?
Best part of a year.
Best part of a year. Are you 63? Oh, best part of a year, that. Yeah, best part of a year. What months are we talking? I know how long the relationship's going to last. The best part of tonight, I think. When did you meet?
Well, at Hull Uni.
At Hull Uni? Hull hasn't got a uni, fuck off. What do they do, like, studies? Like, do they do...
It's purely laser, mate. That's all.
Purely laser. Okay. You sound like a fucking creep now. What's your girlfriend's name? What's your name? Libby. Oh my God. And does your dad own Hull? I bet it's cheap. I bet it's quite cheap. You sound posh as fuck, Libby. And I don't mean that as a compliment. Are you posh? Posh language is just a fucking 50-year-old man trying to come. Sharon? You're so posh, you sound like one of the Sims. You're like, where are you from? West London. Oh my God. It's not South London. South London's like, you rude boy. But like that is like, you rude boy. That is... So how did you end up at Hull Uni from West London? Because West London's smart, isn't it? That's one of the fanciest places in the country. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I just sort of did like relief work, but I didn't want to go to Africa. So I just sort of looked at a map and thought, do you know what? Let's go to Hull. There were so many homeless. I thought, Daddy, buy them a home. How did you end up in Hull? Yeah, we know that bit. You failed your... That's how everyone ends up in Hull. You've got to fail something. That's how they let you in. So you failed your A-levels. What did you do A-levels in?
Psychology and history.
Psychology and history.
Yeah.
Or did you? You did. In history. Do you know what? You should have picked geography over history. Because, like, history, because of time, it's getting harder every day. But geography, because of global warming, piece of piss. Should have picked that. And then what do you do now? Apart from make your parents really sad. You work for the government. Doing what? Party planning? Because they had a party. That's the joke. They had a party. Do you know when everyone's nans were dying, they had a party. It was very fun. But go on, what do you do for... I'm still going. I'm intrigued. I've never met someone who's not in their overdraft. Sorry, I've never met anyone that's not in their parents' overdraft. Go on, what do you do for the government?
I work for the Ministry of Defence.
The Ministry of Defence. What, just being like, no! Stop! Don't bomb. Like, stop it. I'll get my horse to kick you in the head. Stop doing wars. So, you're going to have a word with that table over there? Nah, they're from Rip and they're more violent, so... Well, welcome. It's very nice. Have you ever met like a mank before?
No.
No? Oh my God! It's sort of like a Make-A-Wish.
Sorry.
You're not though, are you? You're not sorry. You're not sorry. But it is nice that you're doing charity work and going out with him, so well done. Well done. That was fun, wasn't it? That was fun to pick on a poshy. Right, we've got 5 in this section. 5? So card holders, you were doing a great job because, like, you know, when it was a bit ropey, you were like, right. So you were smashing it. Well done. I mean, you're lit up like you're on Take Me Out. Well, the fuck's your phone out? Put that down. No, the girl next to you. Put your phone. What are you doing? Put your phone down. Put your phone down. We don't want to see your face. We know what a young mum looks like. Right. So you got the card. Isabel? Whatever. No, Imogen, good work. Ash. See ya? Yeah, just behind the fucking post. Behind the fucking post, mate. I love looking at the post, you know why? Because it's got the most Mancunian initials on it. Elizabeth Royal, or as we say in Manchester, ER. So... Yeah, that's what I did just say. Thank you for verbally retweeting my joke. Right, 5 acts in this section. Ali Pantin is our first act. So remember, no talking, don't be shouting out. Give it... Yeah. We're going to do clapping on the count of 3, all together. 1, 2, 3, make it loud for Ali Pantin!
Thanks. So, I've got 2 little kids, and I do comedy to avoid spending time with them. And I've been doing this thing with my kids recently where you're supposed to like teach them the proper names for their bits, so you don't say willy, you say penis, that sort of thing. But it's caused a bit of confusion recently because our new car's a Volvo. Long story short, my kid told his teacher that my lady parts have got a built-in sat-nav and can comfortably seat 6 people. So, right, I need to set up my whiteboard. I was wondering if you could help me out by just, like, applauding the setting up of the whiteboard as if it's the best thing you've ever seen. Would that be okay? Okay. That was amazing. If anything, that was too good. So, right, but, like, seriously, my whiteboard is here because we're going to talk about a serious topic, and that is the 1990s pop star, Robbie Williams. Now, Robbie Williams got me through some difficult times in the 90s. His hit single, Angels, in particular, got me through some difficult times like my dog dying and my hamster dying and realising that I was the last one out of my group of friends to start growing pubes. But I've realised since the 90s that the lyrics to Angels are absolute bullshit. So I thought we could just explore that together this evening, starting with the opening line. So, I sit and wait. Does an angel contemplate my fate? Exactly. The answer to that question is no. That's because, right, angels are like servants or messengers that convey information. They don't decide, like, God's the one that contemplates and decides stuff. So by asking this question, Robbie Williams is fundamentally misunderstanding Christian theology. And do they know the places where we go when we're grey and old? Yeah, of course they do. Everyone knows the places where we go when we're grey and old. Those are garden centres and National Trust properties. Because sorry, we're doing the whole song, just by the way. Because I have been told that salvation lets their wings unfold. Let's think this one through. Right, imagine that my arm is a wing, right? Here it is unfolding. Now I want us to ask ourselves, what is it that's making my arm unfold? Is it salvation, the abstract concept of saving someone?
Or is it the neuromuscular structure of my arm? Right? And I know what you're thinking at that point. You're probably thinking, how applicable is that demonstration to this situation? Because how similar is a human arm to a wing? But don't worry, I've researched that in a lot of detail. And as you can see, they're remarkably similar anatomically. It's just that bird and bat wings have one extra muscle. So it's not actually salvation that lets wings unfold, it's a muscle called pterygium major. This is where it starts to piss me off. So when I'm lying in my bed, thoughts running through my head, and I feel that love is dead. Love is dead, is it right? There's no love at all in the world. How then, Robbie Williams, are you loving angels instead? You can't love anything if there's no love. That's the end of that section. Thank you very much. So I thought I'd just leave you with a little poem. It's sort of about my marriage, but I've tried to anonymise it a little bit. So the title of the poem is "If You Don't Book Your Vasectomy Appointment, I Will Divorce You, Mark." My husband's so shy about his small balls that he won't go for his vasectomy. But the problem is we have too many kids and he still sometimes tries to have sex with me. And maybe you think that to share that on stage is unkind and not very nice, but strangers watched babies and some of my shit emerge out of my bits twice. So
Ali Paxton beats the frog! That was great. I love how you were really I was watching you, watching her, and you were going, like you were watching a TED talk. Very good. And then she said poem, and you looked fucking well blank. Like poem is like a tweet, but it rhymes. Because I don't want to be rude, but you look thick. I'm thick as well. I only recently found out Knight had a G in it, so who are you? What's your name? Ryan, mate. Yeah, of course you're thick. You said mate at the end. Ryan, mate. Where are you from, Ryan, mate? Manchester, yeah. Which bit? Salford. Different city, that's not Manchester. That is a whole different city. What do you do? Construction. What sort? It's like Lego and that. And she comes home and you're like, oh, fucking look, I've made a fucking ship with a horse's nose on the end. She's like, well done. You got a job, and you're like, oh. Will you do me a favour? Will you start the clapping for the next section? Wait, not yet. With your big, have you got big construction hands? They're pathetic. They actually look like Lego hands. You like that? They're small hands, them. Come on, I've got small hands as well. Other hand. No, other hand. Oh my God. I think we're in love. Gay, gay, gay. That's gay, that. That is gay. That's gay. I've just caught gay. I've got one gay hand now. What do I do with that? I'm meant to go to work tomorrow, dressed like all my mates, like highlighter pens with hard hats, and this is gay. You fucking having a laugh, mate? I'm meant to go pub in Salford and be like, fucking, 1 pint, please. Like, what am I meant? Never seen a man retreat so quick. Gay, gay. We got any gay people in, by the way? Get out. No, welcome. Nice to Trev Man is our next act in this section. On the count of 3, you can start clapping. 1, 2, 3. Make it loud for Trev Man.
Thank you. I'm going to talk about photography a little bit tonight because I feel like I'm quite creative and I've got all the equipment, do it, I like it, but I'll never be a, Rankin or Mario Testino or a Brooklyn Beckham. Brooklyn Beckham, what a fucking bell end. Am I right? Am I right? He's a bell end, isn't he? Do us a favour, humour me. humour me. It'll be cathartic, this. After 3, I want you to all shout in your loudest possible voice, twat. Right? Brooklyn Beckham. 1, 2, 3. Twat! So we're all agreed. You know what? If you Google Brooklyn Beckham, do you know what it says? Author and photographer. What a fucking load of bollocks. He takes underachievement to giddy new heights. And he came out a few years ago. He took some of his best work, best photographs, and he called it What I See. So that's up there with my day out at junior school, isn't it? Thing is, we are so obsessed with celebrity that he could have took another set of photographs and called it What I Shit. And it would have sold in fucking droves. Anyway, he's an underachiever. He's never done anything, never achieved anything. He lives off the back of his parents and spends their money. And thing is, what's most amazing now is his new wife, him and his new wife, is it Rachel Peltz? They're actually planning a baby. Planning a fucking baby. So if you can find a tiny little slot of opportunity in his very busy schedule, David's going to pop over and fuck his wife so he can have a baby, get her pregnant. Anyway, so we've got some Brooklyn Beckham fans in. Okay, so...
Give it up for Trev, man, everyone! Trev, man. Nah, it was good. I just felt like I was in the corner of a kitchen at a house party at about 3 in the morning, being like, who do you know at this party? And he's going, Brooklyn Beckham. Then he goes, like, he's like offering to crack women's backs at a house party, do you know what I mean? I brought a guitar with no case. And you're like, no one wants it. And he's like, another turning point. How long did he do?
2 minutes 20.
Ooh, felt longer. No, I'm joking. You know I'm messing. He'll be back to fight another day. Give it up for Trev, man, everyone. Our next competitor, Isaac Kelly. Will he beat the frog? We're about to find out. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Go to the stage, Isaac Kelly.
So yeah, I'm Isaac from Salford. Not the most common name, especially in my area, because it's all names like Adam, Ryan, and Jack. So unfortunately, it's spelled double A, because it's the closest I ever got to getting 2 A's. Not because I'm as thick as I look, I just didn't apply myself. I was too busy trying to be class clown and make everyone laugh. By the way, it's my first attempt, if you can tell. Thought I grassed myself up. Just so I didn't point out the obvious, but... Yeah, it's not the most common name, like I said, in my area. Because I'm shitting myself, more than anything. Fuck you. Oh, come on! See, I needed that, I can't lie. I needed that. So yeah, I thought the best way to prepare was to go and give myself sunburn, a croaky voice, and alcohol poisoning from Blackpool before I came here. Fuck you know. So yeah. I'm joking. I'm dying to see the cards, I'm not really. For fuck's sake. I'm actually shitting myself. I think I might have fallen through. If it dribbles down my leg, will someone tell me? But, this is just pure improv. I'm probably falling my ass. So I'm actually just... I had it all in me. I'd been rehearsing all morning, but now I'm up here. It's just... For fuck's sake. Thanks, sir. No, I was joking.
10 seconds, 10 seconds.
What am I doing? If you don't laugh, you cry, eh? You don't laugh, you cry. Oh, mate, I don't even... My mind has just gone completely blank here. I'm just talking until I die. So yeah, I'll try again. It's not the most common of names, and especially in my area. It's like I said, it's all Adams, Ryans and Jacks, so unfortunately for the spelling, double A, because it's a course I never got to get into A's. I said that, I know. Hello? Is anyone there? Literally, I had quite a lot of material. I genuinely did.
Isaac Kelly, everyone. I fucking love that. Everyone was well up for it, and he's just like, fucking hell. Fucking hell, I'm coming up. Fucking I had loads of material, but I sold it on Cheating Mill Market. Fucking hell. Fair play, it was his first gig. Do you know what one of the hardest things is? People to like you, they fucking love you. Shame you had no jokes, but... Give it up, Isaac. Fair play. Like, do you know what? You look like you want the world to swallow you up. It wasn't... Oh, well, you're not coming back on. So... No, don't become... But make sure you go... Well, don't go home now, unless your tag's gone off. But, like... Don't believe... But make sure you come back, because you'll be good. You'll be good, like, yeah, you'll be good. You'll be all right. Right? Just practice your jokes. Looking down in a pint of fucking vodka. Emily's like, I've just found out who the dad is. Like, it's fuck, what a marvellous night. What a lovely night. Malia 2017. Oh. So, Mo Magalio is our next act. You know your jokes. You ready for this? Mo Magalio's gonna smash it. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Make some noise for Mo Magalio.
Hello, my name's Mo. We all know what Mo's short for, obviously. Moniqua. It's a lovely name. I come from a Muslim background. Have you guys ever heard of Muslims? Alright, a very niche group. We used to be in news quite often. I don't know if you forgot about us. This is just a lovely re-reminder. Even though I come from a Muslim background, I'm not a big fan of headscarves, right? Okay, I'm not a big fan of my sister's headscarf, because she cheated on a math exam while wearing a wireless Apple headphones. Right? Some of you guys are impressed, right? The really impressive thing is she only got 35%. I don't know who really cheated, you know what I mean? But yeah, no, I'm not religious. I'm not religious because I feel like I'm too young to be religious, if that makes sense. Like, we had this example in school, you guys might have had this example in life, where they brought in someone and they were like, here's John. He's 67 years old now, but when he was 60, he converted to our religion, but before then, John would drink a lot, have sex a lot, and take a lot of drugs. And you hear this and you go, crackhead John did it right. He waited later on in life to find God. Not like these dumb young cunts finding God in their 20s. Do it at the right age, when you're 60, and you have a heart problem. This is the fucking right time. I do think that God's got a lot of explaining to do, especially to women. In Abrahamic religions, God's got a lot of explaining to do. Because the reason why women go through periods in the Abrahamic religion is because Eve, that's the first of woman, Eve ate an apple. Eve. That's the longest grudge I've ever heard of. And by the way, it wasn't even her fault. It was like the devil convinced her to eat the apple. You know what that's like? That's like if a Nigerian prince scammer scams me for my money, and then the bank goes, well, you're not allowed to use your bank for 3 months, and you've got to start bleeding out your penis once a month. I think that's not fair. Yeah, they didn't know you had that kind of power. Anyone here heard of RuPaul's Drag Race? All right. For anyone who doesn't know, it's a drag show reality competition show. And when someone's eliminated, RuPaul says, sashay away. And what that means is, fuck off, you lost, right? And there was a Sudanese Muslim, and she got the sashay away. And then she went right up on stage and went, not all Muslims are terrorists, and fucks off. No discussion about Islam, you know what I mean? It's like if you're hanging out with your friend, and you say to your friend, hey man, could you go get me a cup of water? And your friend goes, yeah, sure, but before I leave, not all white people voted Brexit, and fucks off. Fair enough, but does it help with water? I get what she was trying to do. I get what she was trying to do. She was like, I'm gonna get on national TV, I'm gonna stand up for what I believe in. I'm gonna get on national TV, I'm gonna say, not all Muslims are terrorists. And fair enough. But the people who watch RuPaul's Drag Race aren't the discriminative type. There's no KKK member watching RuPaul's Drag Race. Go RuPaul's my guilty pleasure. Man. I'm from Morocco, and I get a lot of audience members telling me about their experience in Morocco. Like, I don't know what to do with that information. You know, like, am I supposed to report it back to the Moroccan king? Like, I had no... Like, I had one guy afterwards, clearly upset, afterwards came up to me and was like, my Moroccan experience was ruined because half of my money was pickpocketed. And to be fair, the two biggest crimes in Morocco are physical assault and being robbed. So, to help him get the full Moroccan experience, I beat the shit out of him and robbed him. Only here to help. But yeah, I came here when I was 3 years old, with my parents, obviously. Didn't say, fuck it, let him learn. And my parents' English only got better over time. And there was a law that was about to be passed. The law said, if you've been in this country for X amount of years and you still don't know English, you might be sent back. Now, the law got thrown out. However, at the time, my parents were very concerned. However, myself and every other child of an immigrant parent were fucking happy, because that meant no more translation. There was a positive that came during teachers' meetings. What happened is I picked up on the keyword, and the keyword was better. What happened is the teacher would say something along the lines of, Mo's not doing good in class, he could do better. And then I'll translate that to my mum by saying, I'm doing great, but I could do better. And then my mum says better, and the teacher agrees, yes, better, and they both agree to different things. Only time worked out. But I had to translate for my parents when I was in secondary school, and I think that's the real reason why I'm not ready to have kids yet, right? Because teaching kids is difficult, but teaching your parents is way harder. And you can't motivate your parents the same way you can motivate kids. You can't be like, if you work really hard.
Mo Magliobi's the frog! Okay, we've got one final act in this section. All your mums go to the toilet, all your mums go to the toilet. Emily, why the fuck do you hang around with them? No, I'm joking, they seem nice. How'd you know those girls? Emily. It's a sister. Oh, so you're stuck? There's 3 sisters. Fair enough. Are you the youngest one, Emily? The middle one. Wow, okay. Yeah, I know what middle one means. That's you, Emily. Yeah, you're the middle child, and the other 2, one of them's, I bet, the older one. Saz is the oldest. You what? She's got the mad laugh. Oh, Saz has got the mad laugh. And then you've got the kid, and then what's the other one got? Chlamydia. Very good. That's more laughs than that lad got in his set. Well done. Right, we've got one more act, and then we'll have a little play outside in the road and have a little game of British Bulldog. So, William Bradbury is our final act in this section. Keep that energy up. 1, 2, 3. What's the stage? William Bradbury!
Thank you. I'm trying to changed the way I view women. So I've stopped using binoculars. I used to teach at a university, and I tell all my students, don't just copy someone else's work. That's totally pointless. You also have to paste it. I think Twister is the best game ever. Hands down. I was in a football team, but I quit because I didn't like the people I was playing with. And that's the same reason I stopped playing solitaire. I like sleeping naked. I find it very comfortable. It has the opposite effect on the other train passengers. My parents avoided giving me presents that were choking hazards. They preferred to use their hands. I was on a date the other day. Thanks. Making some small talk. What do you do? Where are you from? And I was accused of asking too many normal questions. So I said, ever tried wearing socks on your hands as gloves? I didn't go on another date with her because she said yes. They say a problem shared is a problem halved. Turns out that's not true with syphilis. Studying Shakespeare is like sex. Did it in high school. Didn't understand it. Now I don't do it.
William Bradbury beats the frog? Good section. Right, we're going to have a little break for about 15 minutes so you know what to do. You know, right, what to do. Go on, Ryan. Go and do your thing. One more time for all the acts that you've seen in that section. See you in 15.
please welcome back your compere, Mr. Brennan Reese.
Welcome back to the final section of the night. Make some noise! Good, we all still having a nice night. They've gone! Ryan and his missus have gone. What's happened to the Young Mums Club? Are you still all here? Where's the other side? Have you gone? Oh, they're all coming back. Hi, you all right? Yeah, right. In the least noncy way, you guys look so young. Don't look, right? It's so, like, nice. How old? You. How old are you? 90. You. Oh my God, so old. 23. I'm 23. I know things. You. Me. Yeah. 20. It's from LA. In Yorkshire. God, imagine being that. Like, because there's some older people. Like, you're not the oldest. Like, there's a few people that are lucky to have made it through the past few years that are in here. Because, how old are you? 50. You look smashing for 50. Tomorrow. All right, you look shit for 49. 49, mate. Oh, tough paper round. No, so you're 50 tomorrow. Congratulations. What are you going to do for your 50th? Is this it? And then you're going to see Queen? Mate, I don't want to alarm you. They're not all going to be there. Isn't it funny that in about 2 weeks' time, Queen and the Queen are going to have one thing in common? And then someone off American Idol will be walking around the palace like, hello. It'll be so good. So you're seeing Queen tomorrow? Where the fuck are they playing? At the arena? Sick. That's so cool. Who is it Adam Lambert now? That's the singer. And is he good? Because are you a big Queen fan? Have you bought the tickets for his birthday? Are you a big Queen fan? I bet Queen's not cheap tickets, is it? The film was good. Queen the film. The one with Helen Mirren. Yeah, I love that film. So who's your favourite? So if Queen's all right, who's your favourite? Fucking singer or band? If you say Calvin Harris now, I'll literally get my dick out. I'm like, yeah. Ed Sheeran. Oh my God, you're such a fun mum. I love Ed Sheeran. My favourite, like Ed Sheeran, Paloma Faith, and Pink. I love them. I go to a gig once a year. I see Passenger. Right, so you love Ed Sheeran. That's your favourite of all time. I wish he was dead. No, he seems like a nice lad. Sorry to say that about your family. And because of the hair, it's funny, isn't it? So who's your favourite of all time? The King. You just love royalty music acts, don't you? I love the King, the Queen. Prince wasn't bad. Yeah, very good. Thank you, because I was fucking rattling through my head there like, I don't know any. So Elvis was the best. He's got a film coming out as well, hasn't he? What? He has. I don't know why that tickled you. There's a film coming out soon. That really tickled you. That was such a weird response. Do you know like Queen and that? Are you too young for that? We do. Yeah, you do, yeah. We've seen them as well. You've seen them? Yeah. The same with Adam Lambert. You've seen Adam Lambert? Yeah. Oh, nice. Well, I hope you enjoy that. What do you think you're going to get for your 50th? A blow job. A blow job. Do you reckon though? Do you reckon you'll get a blow job? Big fan of a blowjobs? Worst things to do, yeah. Like No, I'm messing. I'm joking. So I am here, innit? It's not a truth night. Why is there half the bar on the table? What's going on here? Why are these drinks in prison? What's going on? Where's the pasta? So, why has it turned into glass collection? I'm gonna get you fucking fired. Fuck off. No, he's a nice guy. He's very nice. So 50th tomorrow. Have you got the day off? Because are you from Manchester? Where are you from? Bedford. Is that in like Kent or Essex or one of them? Bedfordshire. Okay, yeah. Now Ryan's left. I'm the thickest one. So you've come down to Manchester for the weekend. Where are you going to stay? Or like not the weekend, the Monday. Where are you going to stay? Travel Lodge. That's cheaper. Have you ever heard of an Ibis budget? Oof. Yeah? Have you stayed in an Ibis budget before? In Paris. So you went for like a dirty weekend away to an Ibis budget. Like, Ibis. Why did you stay in an Ibis budget in Paris? Couldn't afford better. You pathetic piece of shit. Russian person, kill him. And then I'm going to bring on the next bulk of acts in a minute, but before I bring him on, this man here, you look tremendous. What's your name? Leon. Leonardo. Where are you from, Leonardo? Wow. And how long have you been bullied for? Leonardo. Leonardo, that's literally the polar opposite of Helen the baby. Right. But you look, strong look. You look proper cool. Like, you look like I've created like a GTA character. Like, you so... Because like dreadlocks, you've got like a... What's on the back of your neck? Like a snake. An octopus. Is it the one that picked the World Cup balls years ago? Is that Paul the Octopus? I'd fucking love to... Because how old are you? 22. Yeah, I can't do... I'm in my 30s now. I'd love to look like that, but I'd look wrong. Because it looked like... I'd go home and everyone would be like, is everything all right at home? You know, I've got dreadlock. You look sick. Because it's sort of like rock, but like goth. Like, I'd love to go goth. But I can't, at 35, you can't just go goth now, can you? I just sort of walking around Ancoats dressed like a moody bin bag. Like, I can't. Just in the shed doing a Ouija board. Like, I can't. Like... Have you always dressed like sort of like, yeah? Because you seem so smiley for a goth. I know you're not goth. What would you say it is if you had to like say it in a... What look is it? It's just like... It's just sort of look like Spanish drug dealer. Like, it's fucking... You look sick. Is this your partner? No. Oh. I'm not with fucking dreadlocks. So Are you with anyone? You single? Fuck, you're great. Paul, you can go home now. I've found a new one. Maybe it's my 50th. Pop on some Queen. Give us a gobble. Put one of your dreadlocks up my arse. I've just turned this into my own live Tinder. Nice, smashing lad. Leonardo. What do you do, Leonardo? Yeah, it was going to be music. What type of music do you play? Like, what instrument? Vocals. What sort of genre? Genres like just types of music. What type of genre? Rock? Blues? A bit of rock at night. And who's your favourite? If you had to, if it was your 50th, right, you've just got one dreadlock left. And that octopus does not look like an octopus anymore because you're 15, you're well big. It just looks like the fucking bird's eye view of the M25. Who would you go and see for your 50th? You don't know? She knew. Ed Sheeran. What about Hull? Who would you go and see, Hull? Yes. What was that? I just died a bit. Go on, what would you go and see? It's not a fucking quiz. Just who was your favourite?
I'd go see the Smiths in the Prime.
The Smiths in the Prime. Yeah, that's not an option. And then, whatever your name is. Yeah, posh one. Who would you say? Yeah, no. Neither do I. I hope you get killed. But I... Trampled by the Queen's Guard. Be fucking brilliant as they do dressage on you. Pressing loop pedals like Ed Sheeran. It'd be so sick. So got a bit dark then, didn't it? Dark. Right, 4 more acts. Have you still got the energy in you? I can hear you. I've got all Queen now. Have you got more energy in you? There we go. Card holders there, card holders there, card holders there. Jack McLean is our competitor in this section. He's opening up this bit. Make it nice and loud on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Comes to stage Jack McLean.
Hello. Thanks for having me. It's lovely to be here. So my name's Jack. I'm really close to me gran. I remember when I first came out to me gran, I was really worried about how she'd take it, what was the generational thing and all that. So I plucked up the courage, I told her, I came out, and she said, "You're not." Oh, thank fuck for that then. I'm the right mount out of a molehill here, aren't I? We got any sports fans in? So I am a big football fan. One of the things on my bucket list is to go watch my national side, England, playing a World Cup. I'd love that. Unfortunately, last World Cup, 2018, was in Russia. And as I say, I'm a gay man, so Russia in 2018, not a safe place to go. I'm sure it's fine now. So no, I couldn't go. It was a bit dangerous for me to go to the last World Cup, which is a shame, but I don't want any sympathy. 2022's my year. Roll on Qatar! I'll turn up at the Qatari airport, looking for my taxi driver, surname on a bit of cardboard, and instead, there'll just be 4 blokes stood there with stones in their hand. You boys must be for me. I might still go, though, to the Qatari World Cup. Just keep my head down, not act overly gay. Thank God Qatar don't let you drink either, then. Because I have 1 sherry and all my joints just buckle. What else can I tell you? My brother's got MS. But I've got a BA Hons, so... Tricky for man to choose a favourite, I should imagine. While I'm talking medical, I've got pretty bad psoriasis. Can I have a big whoop for dermatological problems? Yeah, I'm so gay, even my dandruff's confetti. Hey, I've got some exciting news. I went a couple of weeks ago for a consultation for my first ever tattoo. Right? I realised I come across quite weedy, so I thought, time for a rebrand. Let's go all butch. So what I wanted on the inside of my bicep was a silhouette of Dame Shirley Bassey, right? But the tattooist, God bless him, had to find a polite way of saying to me, "Jack, I'm not sure there's room." Do you ever wonder what the future's going to look like next 20, 30 years' time? Will the polar ice caps have completely melted? Oh. Will the majority of the population be vegan? Oh. How many more flags will the gays need? It's getting out of hand. We've got a rainbow flag, trans flag, lesbian flag, asexual flag, flag for bears. Overweight hairy men, they've got their own flag. Why do they need a flag? I went to my local gay bar recently. I thought I'd entered an embassy. And we're a chaotic bunch. Chaotic bunch. We're late for everything. We're always late. Even when we have kids, they're 4 by the time we get them. Do we have any singletons in? Hey! Very good, very good. Right, I'll chance me. How many gay singletons in? Woo! Woo! I didn't need to ask the second bit when you went, woo! So I am a pretty hopeless when it comes to dating, I'll be honest with you. I think one of the reasons why is because of internet dating. I think it's made us all very superficial. I can go in the phone in my pocket, find hundreds of available blokes within a couple of miles, hundreds. And when you're looking for the one, that's quite overwhelming, you know. Can't we go back to being oppressed? Right, go with me. Because you couldn't be this picky, could you, back in the 60s as a gay lad from Hull? Find another one and they'll do. Catfishing, that's another side effect of internet dating. And the problem with me is, because I'm so desperate to be loved, right? If I can't get a laugh, I'll take a no. Give me a no. It's a Steve Redgrave. So, yes, because I'm so desperate to be loved that when 24-year-old...
Jack McLean beats the frog! Girls in the corner, stop fucking talking, please. Girls, not you, that one's girls in the corner. Why the fuck you talking? Why the fuck you talking? Can I be in your band? Yeah. Girls in the corner. Girls in the corner. Hello. Not you. I've not got a that's the laziest eye. If I'm looking at a balcony, you're like, us, right? Girls in the corner. Hello, girls in the corner. Hi. Do you want to shut the fuck up, please? Honest, in the nicest possible way. Only because you're dead loud and it's sort of ruining it for these people here, right? That's all. And people have come and they plan stuff. We talk about anything nice? Not really. No. Just the reason why you're going to both die alone. Whoa! He's found some members for his club. So, yeah, in the nicest possible way. We're nearly done. And then you can talk forever. Just talk. What's your names? Lauren and Harley. Wow. Yeah, you're not that interesting to be talking, so no. That's fair, innit? Thank you. Okay. Neil Smith is our next one, so no talking, remember? No talking. No talking. Okay. I've made it weird. Do you know what? It was better when they were just talking, I think. It was actually quite fun. No. Do you know what? You guys can start the round of applause. Neil Smith. Not yet. You've been talking, haven't you? We realise they're safe. Count from 3 and then you clap. All right. 1, 2, 3, start clapping. Make it nice and loud. Louder than that. And welcome the brilliant Neil Smith.
Fucking Christ. Okay. Oh, Jesus. Here we go. Hello, how are you? Hope you're having a positively smashing evening, all of you. Thank you. Dad. So, ladies and gents, this is my first time doing comedy. Again, thank you. Very nervous. Fuck me, am I nervous? But the first thing I need to do is Google was where I went to learn how to do comedy. This is the first time, so bear with me. So step one of doing comedy is introduce yourself, which he's just done, so that's kind of fucking thrown me off a little bit, if I'm honest with you. Step two is really, really important. I'm gonna need you all for this. So with me, if you'll please. 3, 2, 1, Oggy, Oggy, Oggy. Oh, it does give you a sense of power, doesn't it? You can kind of see why Hitler did it now, can't you? Yeah. It's true. Step number 3. Now, step number 3 is really, really important. Again, this is the most important, so I'm going to need everyone. Again, if you want to join in, feel free, join in. Okay. Okay, bear with me. Step 3 is the sympathy vote. Sympathy vote, yeah? So, fuck me, here we go. Silence, please, it's serious. Goodness. This is my first time doing comedy. And I really wish my mum was here to see this. fucking get it done. Why? Taken so soon. No, but she is dead. She's gone. Done. Romeo, done. I should know. I did it. No. No. My name's not Cancer. It's not. It's not. It's Neil. Neil Smith. Has there ever been a more woman-repelling name than Neil Smith? Really? Fucking Neil Smith. Sir, imagine... Just bear with me. Just make eye contact. Sorry, I'm going to pick on you here. Imagine fucking a Neil. Yeah. Have you ever? Do you want to? No. No, well, just bear with me, right? So you've got me, right? Just make eye contact because it's going to be weird otherwise, right? Yeah? So you've got me and you've got me pinned down and you are smashing my ass to pieces, right? Yeah? And it's, you know, it's deeply uncomfortable for you, isn't it? Yeah, yeah. You look great, by the way. How old are you? Yeah. How tall are you, if you don't mind me asking? Oh, right, fuck off then. Complete and utter waste of my fucking time. Hello, sir. Have you ever fucked a Neil? No? Shut the fuck up, is he a Neil? I haven't rehearsed for that. You fucked a Neil. Why? Really? Oh. How long have you been together? Oh my God, I'm fucking gross. Imagine looking at a kid and calling it Neil. God, it's my fucking name and I hate it to pieces. But no, I've not practiced for that. But I've actually given up on women. I've given up on women now. I am just fucking right? Given up on them. Can't do it. It's not for me anymore. So I've turned myself to men, right? I'm not gay. I'm not gay. I'm gonna play the field. Yeah. But the last time I hit on a girl, right, and we were in a nightclub together. It was beautiful. Everything was just going perfectly. We were making love. Well, I thought we were. We weren't. But she's looking deep into my eyes, and you know it's romantic. And we were talking. We were drunk, and we were talking about like, you know, what drunk people talk about. Will Boris Johnson ever fucking die? Yeah. Will the Decepticons ever get into power? Ooh, fucking, who knows? Who knows? Fucking, I can't remember her name. I think it was Heather or some shit like that. Maybe Helen. I don't know. Maybe. Another shit name like Neil. Could be that. Could be that. Who the fuck knows? But we were there. We were looking at each other, deep into each other's eyes, and she went, what's your name? Oh, God, no, we've got to tell her. So I could either make up a lie and call myself like Morpheus or something like that, something like Agamemnon. But no, if she's meant to be the one, she's meant to be the one, I need to tell her my real name. So I said to her, it's Neil.
Neil Smith meets the frog, everyone! What a birthday. What a birthday you're having. Unbelievable. Literally the last act's going to come on and just peg him. And we'll be like, what? What? Happy 50th. Don't Google pegging. So, girls in the corner, shut the fuck up. Brian James is... Do you like Brian? You a big fan of Brian? But we will now. On the count of 3, we're all going to find out who Brian James is. 1, 2, 3. Make it loud for Brian James!
Hello! How are we? Are we well? Yes, my name's Brian James. Hello. People do call me BJ. To be honest, when I say people, it's really just my nana. No, it is. It is, but she has no idea what it means, thank God. But it can be quite embarrassing. Like, we were in McDonald's recently, and in her head, she's asking me if I want some of the chicken selects. But what everyone around us hears is an 80-year-old woman turn to me and say, "Do you want this, BJ?" Oh, the worst bit, I reply, "Yes, Nana." So we're not allowed in McDonald's anymore. Hashtag McBand. So how are we? We well? We good? No one's got any, like, runny noses or anything like that? No, because you've got to ask these questions now. It's not like the old days when you used to ask how people were, but you didn't give a fuck. Do you remember that? Do you remember? I tell you what it is, I don't even ask people how they are anymore. I just kind of, well, I do, but it's not really an exchange of pleasantries. It's more of a covert risk assessment. Do you know what I mean? People turn up at my door and I'm like, hi, how are you? Why are you hot? Is it hot outside or... No. She's fucking riddled. She's got to go. All right, you need to leave. Get out, Nana. Won't leave me alone. I've recently gone back to the gym, and it's going quite well, actually. Yeah, I've lost 2 stone. Thank you very much. Yes. Thank you. Still a fat bastard, but it's okay. You'll be signing me to your agency soon. I'll be skinny. No, I have gone back to the gym. People are doing weird stuff at the gym now, though. There's lots of skipping. There's loads of people skipping. There's lots of men skipping it as well, and they're all really good. When did men get good at skipping? Do you know what I mean? Are they all practicing on a weekend? All right. Is Dave there? Nah, love, he's out skipping. I tell you what it is, I skipped at school once and everyone picked on me and said I was gay. I mean, I am gay. But not because of the skipping. In fact, skipping is probably the least gay thing I've done, if I'm honest. I've done a lot of gay shit, that's what I'm saying. I've recently gone back on Grindr, because I cheer for Grindr. Yeah, woo! If you don't know what Grindr is, it's a mobile gay dating app that is essentially a gay sex menu. That's what it is, isn't it? You'd get a blowjob on there, sir, no bother. And you just scroll through and pick the one you want. Yeah, I'll have the narcissist with dick cheese, please. I know, it's disgusting, isn't it? Isn't it horrible? Who wants a narcissist? What? And I'll have a side of crazy and, oh, you want me to pay with all my self-esteem? There you go. Just think Uber Eats dick. That tends to be quite a good descriptor. And it's normally delivered in under 30 minutes as well, isn't it? We'll catch up later, that's what we'll do. So yes, I am a gay, but I'm 6'2", so I'm a big gay. That means I was bullied at school, but from like a safe distance, you know what I mean? The bullies were a bit more like, oi, puff! Shit, run! I don't meet as many guys as I used to off Grindr. I think that is since I've put on weight. Having sex when you're overweight is a bit like building IKEA furniture. You know you can definitely do it, but it's fucking hard work. Oh. Yeah. It's a shame they don't applaud after the sex. That would be quite a good opportunity to applaud. So listen, I'll tell you this. I have been thinking about doing cocaine again. Not gonna lie, not gonna lie, a little bit for the weight loss benefits, right? Because you never see a fat cokehead, do you? Eh? And if you do, don't trust them. No, I read an article in The Guardian that said there's so much cocaine in the Thames that all the eels are off their tits. And it really puts things in perspective, does that? Because you realise how shit life is. When a fish/snake hybrid is having more fun than you! No, but I love this story, I love it, because the gay men love cocaine. So really, like, the eels are just like the fancy gay men of the Thames, you know what I mean?
Brian James beats the frog! In absolute fine style as well. Right, we have one more act. This is the final act. They've waited around all night, so this is the person who you need to give the most love and support as they make their way to the stage, because they've waited around, they've seen people be good, they've seen people be bad, right? So, on the count of 3, we're going to welcome Johnny Forster to the stage. 1, 2, 3, make it loud for Johnny Forster!
how are you doing? I'm Johnny Forster. Look, he's just said that, so. I killed that. Happy birthday, mate, seriously. That's me and you done now. Yeah, I'm pretty stoked to be in Manchester. It's always nice to be in Manchester, but I do come from Wakefield, so it's pretty nice to be anywhere other than Wakefield, really. If you've never been, imagine a town twinned with type 2 diabetes. You're pretty much there, really. I was diagnosed with ADHD recently. It's alright, it's funny, it's fine. It's opened up a lot of doors, because now when someone asks why I haven't started making changes in my life and sorting myself out, the answer is not just because I'm lazy and forgetful. It's that I've got a hidden disability, and I'll thank you to stop oppressing me. If you ask again, it's a hate crime. So, back off, Mum. Yeah, when I was diagnosed, the psychiatrist asked, "Have you ever abused drugs?" Because apparently it goes hand in hand. To which, of course, I said, "How dare you? How dare you, sir? Never in my life did I abuse drugs. If anything, I treated drugs like a lady. I was a perfect gentleman in front of drugs. I lavished my money and attention upon them. If I would have thrown my cloak over a puddle so that drugs didn't get its feet wet as we promenaded through the park, or multi-storey car park. No, there's no more. I dated drugs exclusively for months before penetration took place. It's enough with the drugs. I'll give you a couple of examples of ADHD day to day. Today, my to-do list consisted of one thing, not this, didn't forget about this. It was book carrying for MOT. I can see it on the calendar, book carrying for MOT. So, of course, I watched Rambo 3 in the morning. And in the afternoon, I tried to remember who played in goal for Everton in the FA Cup final in 1986, when Neville Southall was injured. It was Bobby Mims. You're welcome. I don't support Everton. Rambo 3 is not a great film. In fact, it's not even the third best Rambo. And I drove here tonight without an MOT. So let's hope there's no policing. But if there are, watch your drinks. They do have form for that sort of thing. Yeah, apparently, if you have ADHD, you're not allowed to own a shotgun because of the impulsiveness. I never wanted to own a shotgun, but now I know I can't have one. It's pretty much all I can think about. I can have a crossbow, but no shotgun. So the way I see it is, I can be a danger to myself and others as long as I don't make any noise, which is a very similar parenting model that my mum had. What else can I tell you? In my 20s, I was a renter. By that I mean I couldn't afford a house. I wasn't handcuffed to Boy George's radiator or anything like that. And when you rent a house and you come home from work and you find water dripping through the ceiling, what do? You phone your landlord, carry on living your life.
Foster meets the frog! Right, we have seen everyone. So what we're going to do now is we're going to invite all the people that beat the frog to come on and do another 20 minutes each. No, we're not. We're going to have a little clap off in true style. We're going to find one winner. We're going to break the place down, and then we will all go home. So, can we clap and whoop and cheer as I invite everyone who beat the frog back to the stage? Let me call the names out. We've got Sam Thornley, Kevin Daniel, Serge Campbell, Ali Pantin, Mo Magalio, William Bradbury, Jack McLean, Neil Smith, Brian James, Johnny Forster. Welcome them all back to the stage. There's fucking loads of them. Loads. Right. This is gonna take about 6 years. Are you in sort of order? So we've got Sam going from left to right. Let's go. Sam, Kevin, Serge, Ali, Mo, William, Jack, Neil, Brian, Johnny. Yeah, I know, that's why I read the names out so they could get in order. You fucking Karen. So, twice more. Okay, thank you. Cheers. No. So we've got Sam, Kevin, Serge, Ali, Mo, William, Jack, Neil, Brian, Johnny. Yeah, well, let's do it that way, the other way around. Okay, fine. Is that all right? Is that good for you? Good. Exactly. Good. Okay, so what I want you to do is I want you to pick your favourite. I'm going to shout the name out. We don't have any booing. What we do, we just have light, polite applause for everyone. Everyone's a winner, but then there's like one proper winner, right? So you go fucking wild. Wild. Like when Helen was born. That sort of, yeah. Helen. But everyone else would just give a lovely round of applause. So, make some noise, show some love. First of all, Sam Thornley! Great time to go to the toilet. Yeah, that's what we've all been working for. Kevin Daniel! Serge Campbell! Ali Pantin! Mo Magaleo! William Bradbury! Jack McLean! Oh! Neil Smith! Brian James! And Johnny Forster! Okay, I think it's down to 3. I'm going to whittle it down to 3. I think the 3 that we've got are Ali Pantin, Jack McLean, and Brian James. Give everyone else a round of applause. Well done. Thank you. Really appreciate it. Honest to God. One of my favourite nights of comedy I've ever seen. It's good. So. There's too many white men fist bumping on this stage. I think it's horrendous. So now, scrap the other ones. We're going to pick a favourite. We're going to pick a winner. This time, I really want you to take the roof off. Whap a tit out, male or female. I'm not bothered. Fucking do it. So, make some noise for Ali Pantin! Jack McLean! Oh! Brian James! The man who couldn't tell a joke! No, no joke, that's got to the top. Fucking hell, I'm just following it. I don't know what I'm fucking doing. It's so good, I love that bit. Oh, it's close, it's really close. 3 really good up and coming acts. One more time, and then I'll pick a fucking winner. Ali Pantin! Jack McLean! Brian James! Very close. But your winner tonight is Brian James! Make some noise for your other two competitors as they make their way off the stage. Well done. Let's have a picture with this COVID-infested piece of cloth. Do not put it on. Do not put it on, because you will die. You've worn worse. What, just a man as a human cock ring? Right, so here we go. Don't put it... Look at her. She's like, look at the poor people. Put it on. Put it on. Won't it be fun? I'll tell Papa. Right, there we go. Little picture. What pose should we do? Let's do a nice... maybe back to back. Oh, this is fun, isn't it? Get that on Grindr. Well done. You've defaced the frog. It's covered in cum. One more time. Give it up for your winner, Brian James. Have you had a good night? Been good, hasn't it? It's been a good one. This is on every Monday with 7 to 10 mentally ill people every week doing new stuff. You can't... Not now. But before we go, first of all, give it up for the bar staff. I'll serve you all night. If you've enjoyed me, I'm going on tour in the second half of the year. I'm going to do a gig here. I'm going to hand some flyers out at the end of the thing, so if you enjoyed that, get a little QR code. A QR code sort of like a CFAX type thing. Yeah, fair enough. And then, so what I want you to do is give it up for all the people that have given their time up all night, all the acts that you've seen. And finally, one last time, your very worthy winner, Brian James! Have a great week. See you soon. Bye-bye.